And good evening and welcome to another edition of the Ralph Report Wrestling Edition, SummerSlam Night 1 Post Show. My name is Ralph Williams. I am the host of the Ralph Report Wrestling Edition Post SummerSlam Night 1 Show. And yeah, let me talk to you. And what do you want to talk about tonight? Brian and I here, Brian Pettit joining me again tonight. We have a lot to talk about here. I am the revolutionary. I am the visionary. And acknowledge me. All right. Okay, Brian, welcome to the program. Interesting SummerSlam Night 1. Not what I wanted or expected. But, Brian, we got breaking news for everybody.
That's right. We got the line sinking history, you know?
All right, here we go. This is breaking news tonight, and then you heard it right here. All right? Breaking news is that Triple H did not accept a resignation letter from Nick Aldis. Nick Aldis was going to resign as general manager of SmackDown. He handed him the letter. It just happened about 5 minutes ago. And Nick Aldis handed him a resignation letter, said that if he lost to Gunther, he was going to resign. And he handed him the letter, and Triple H tore it up, and he said, I'll see you Friday night. You've been reinstated. So there you are. You've been reinstated.
Yeah, so now we get back to business. So I'm not surprised about that, you know? Not at all. But
I'm not surprised either, because Nick Aldis is a good guy who, defended himself, and he went ahead and did what he had to do, Brian. But go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. But no, we didn't see this coming. A lot of these matches we predicted didn't go our way.
Oh, man.
So I can't wait to do what night 2 is, because all our picks just went totally sideways. But, I don't know if we picked CM Punk last night or not. I don't know if we did.
I'm covering my face in shame. Because I took some of these matches and none of them panned out the way I thought they were going to.
No, like I had Leo Skyler winning last night over Liv Morgan.
Yeah, I know.
So, nah.
Yeah, I don't know why either, Pensman, but thank you for letting us know. Said you're echoing real bad. You are kind of echoing a little bit. You might want to check your reverb or something on your.
I got it.
Okay. So, all right. Let's run down these matches, Brian. Let's get into some notes tonight. Well, we'll get into those after we run the matches down here. The first match of the night, Io Sky versus Liv Morgan. Just the Judgment Day got involved again. Liv Morgan won it again. Okay.
Yeah.
And but anyway, there we are. Your thoughts? Go ahead, Brian.
Well, we kind of always knew that they're going to always come in here. So, it's been one of them things where they come in there, the Judgment Day comes in there. I thought Ripley would come in there and, somehow, some way of stepping up, or somebody coming from the other side, the good side of
Yeah. Yeah.
So I thought somebody was going to step in, but I guess they didn't.
No.
The Judgment Day always rules. And also, I thought Liv didn't have, Leo Sky didn't have, but some of those flying acts that she does is incredible, the way she flies through the air, So, you know how that goes. But
yeah. But it was one of those nights tonight. And, we're live here on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, X. We're also live on Twitch and the Kick Network. Breaking news tonight: Nick Aldis reinstated as SmackDown general manager. Handed Triple H Paul Lefebvre handed him a resignation letter. Paul Lefebvre tore it up and said to Nick, "See you Friday night on SmackDown." So he's been reinstated as general manager. He didn't want him to resign, which was a good thing. And so Michael May saying hello, Michael May. Thank you for being part of the program. Appreciate it. Thank you for being part of the program. So all right. But yeah, it was good. It was good for Triple H, like Pensman says here. And don't forget to tune in to Pensman's stuff. He was on tonight. He had some technical issues. He was trying to do the New York Yankees Cubs game live streaming tonight, but he does do that and a lot of that. And there was a trade made today, real quick, Brian, between the Yankees and the Pirates. Pirates gave up 2 good prospects for some bum. That the
Really? Are you? Oh, jeez.
And it's just I don't know what the Pirates are thinking about, but there we are with that. So but anyway, and then also Brian Pettit here, Sports Break Media. Don't forget about his stuff. He does a lot of live streaming and of watch parties and stuff like that of NASCAR and some other stuff as well. So, and don't forget to tune into the archive version of our Saturday morning Sports Blast show that was on this morning. Check it out. Check us out on YouTube. We weren't on Facebook. We had a little problem with Facebook this morning. I had to use a different software because we've been having issues with StreamYard here for some odd reason every Saturday morning. But yeah, so check it out on YouTube. Also, we have our shorts out, so check those out as well. And the Ralph Williams show from this morning's shorts are out. The Sports Corner radio show from this afternoon shorts are out. So get on my YouTube channel, check them all out. Check out the Ralph Williams show, Sports Corner radio show shorts, all out on YouTube. So check it all out. And we welcome your comments. Also, RalphWilliams737@gmail.com is the mailbag if you're interested in responding there as well. All right. Let's get into the next match, the 6-man match, Jay and Jimmy Uso and Jacob Fatu versus Solo Sikoa, LA Knight, and Royce Keys, formerly known as Powerhouse Hobbs from AEW. Not so. What's my thoughts for tomorrow night, Pensman? Well, if it's anything like tonight, I don't know, but we'll give our thoughts about tomorrow night. So anyway, let's get back to this here, Brian. This match was a little bit of a surprise to me. I actually thought Jacob Fatu and the Usos were going to dominate this match. I didn't expect it to go the way it did. But Solo Sikoa, LA Knight, and Royce Keys won this match. And the tribal chief is not going to be a happy camper Monday night on Raw. But we'll find out how much of a happy camper he's going to be if he decides to if he wins the championship tomorrow
night
and keeps it. If he beats Seth Rollins, which I think will happen, it could. We don't know. I'm calling it a toss-up right now. So
I want to, but you know how that goes.
Yeah.
But no, I thought the match was pretty good. I mean, it's just that somebody did the yeet thing again.
Yeah, Solo was kind of imitating.
Solo was going nuts over that. And had the music on, and I think it woke up Jay a little bit. Like, what are you doing with my song? But I just thought it was a pretty good match. But like you said, it wasn't really surprising.
Yeah, we had a tough night. Things just didn't go our way tonight that I thought they were going to go. And I had heard stories that Brock was going to retire losing, and he did. Supposedly Michael Cole made the announcement that tonight was Brock's last match, and he did lose. So, I mean, there's nothing you can say any further than that. So, we'll see what happens from there. We'll go from there on that. So, All right, next, Nick Aldis versus Gunther. Sad, but Nick Aldis lost that match. He fell into a cloverleaf sleeper hold that Gunther got him in, and once he got him in that cloverleaf type of sleeper hold on the mat, it's very hard to get out of.
Yeah, it's very hard. I'll take that. Nick took some shots, though.
Yeah, he did. He did take some shots.
Right back to him with the backhand. That side's going to hurt tonight.
But I got to tell you, he really he put on a good show. He really did well for himself. I was
really surprised because I saw some of the highlights. And I'll tell you what, Ralph, for doing what he did and coming back, and he's been off of hiatus for so long, that he actually looked in pretty good shape. I know they do practice, but I thought it was dang pretty good what he did though. But when you fall in that sleeper hold, it's gonna be you're done.
Pensman says, was the Oba fight just as good as WrestleMania? Yeah, it was. It was a good one. It was a good match, that Hell in a Cell. We'll talk about that in a few, Pensman. But yeah, it was a good match. I thought it was the best match of the night, actually. It was okay. Next, Bella Twins and Paige versus Fatal Influence. Fatal Influence won this match, Brian. Now, the Bellas can't cry no more. They can't and say that they were outmatched because it was 3-on-3. And the interesting thing is, I'm surprised Fatal Influence won this match tonight on 3-on-3, because usually they've been the numbers game. They've been playing on them for a while. So, but tonight they showed me something, Fatal Influence. So they ended up beating, and then the Bellas turned on Paige tonight.
That's surprisingly.
Well, it doesn't. I heard rumors it was going to happen. Nikki Bella's not a fan of Paige. Brie and Paige are friends. And now, since the Bellas are still in the WWE, Bryan Danielson's contract has run out at AEW, and I hear he's making a return back to the WWE. In what capacity, I don't know. It might be as he was an announcer in AEW and did a few matches. Maybe that's what he'll do. I'm hearing stories he may be coming back in some capacity. So we'll see what happens. We'll see where it goes. All right. I do know they need a general manager, a good one at NXT. Rock's daughter resigned, and they got somebody else filling in right now or doing something down there. So I'm just wondering if they bring him back and he does that. You know what I mean? That could happen. And Mike Santana has signed a contract. He's part of that with Conan. He's always been worked with Conan for many years. So they had a faction, and I think that Mike Santana is going to do a really good job in WWE. He's going to start out in NXT, and he was the former TNA champion, held the belt for a little bit, and he's been a tag team champ numerous times over in different companies. Worked with Eddie Kingston when he was at AEW and ROH. Mike Santana is a pretty good wrestler. We'll see where he goes. Also, Enzo Amore and and Big Cash are coming back. They're coming back. I hear WWE is trying to bring back some of these nostalgic tag teams to try to boost ratings and boost butts in the seats. You want to get butts in the seats? Cut the prices down a little bit. That's how you get butts in the seats. I don't care how much it is. People will show up. A lot of people now are going to these independent events because it's affordable. You're closer to the wrestlers. You can interact with them easier. And, why would I want to pay $200-$300 to sit front row and pay, $20-$30 for a hot dog, or whatever, So why would I want to do that when I can buy a package of hot dogs, bar S, for $1.25 at Walmart, make my own hot dogs, and not pay $30 for a hot dog, and sit at home here and watch it on my TV?
Yeah,
and not have to deal with idiots.
$8.99 for a subscription.
For what?
For all these streaming services. You could for a lot.
Oh yeah, and then I don't have to go to these wrestling events and deal with people, meathead people and stuff like that. So not all of them. There's good fans out there, but there's bad ones too that make the good experience stink. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
All right, next, Cody Rhodes versus CM Punk. What do you hear of this match? This was a good match all across the board. Until Charles Robinson, the referee, got taken out for a little bit. And then Randy Orton snuck in and did an RKO on Cody Rhodes, and CM Punk took advantage of it and won the match. No one expected Randy Orton. He's always a surprise and a half. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's why they call him the Viper, because you never.
The Viper, yes, exactly, because he strikes like a snake and a viper, and so yeah. But he, CM Punk won. Your thoughts, Brian? Go ahead.
Well, we kind of thought about it, but we picked. I think we both picked. I think we put Cody Rhodes yesterday, but we knew that something was going to happen in this match. They couldn't go all the way. But my thing is, what are they going to do? Is with CM Punk, are they going to let him? Well, we talked about it last night, though. But are we going to see Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes go at it one more time?
I see that match happening. But don't forget, you got Money in the Bank coming up.
Yeah.
And then you got Survivor Series coming up. And they announced tonight that Survivor Series will be, I'm trying to remember where they said it was going to be at. Where it was Survivor Series. I'm trying to remember where they said it was going to be at. But it's I can't remember either. But it's going to be, it's in the United States, that I do know.
Yeah, that'll be a good one then.
Yeah. Hold on, I can find out here real quick. Let me. But they did announce it tonight. But I got a brain fart as to where they said it was going to be.
That's one of them other little places. But no, I mean, we've already thought about it. I mean, now we just got to figure out who, if you're going to have Randy Orton against Cody Rhodes.
Okay, Dalkin Park.
Dalkin Park.
The home of the Houston Astros.
Ah, okay.
It's going to be in Houston, Texas. So, in November, Texas can be hot in November.
Yeah,
so,
exactly. But they'll be inside, though, too.
Yeah. Yeah. It says Dalkin Park. So I'm assuming that is the place where the Houston Astros play, I would imagine.
Okay, so let's say this, Ralph, for a little bit here. What happens if Cody Rhodes, we know that this might happen. Let's say if Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton has a match, the match pay-per-view that they have. All right. Who do you think, or we can think, is Sammy going to be, is Zayn going to be there with CM Punk? Are they going to actually have that kind of match now and see what they do for the title?
Well, now in SmackDown now, you got too many dogs and one bowl of food. I mean, now you got Randy Orton, you got CM Punk, you got Obafemi. You don't know what direction he's going to go yet. He's got a championship match coming up. I don't know if he's going to go after Roman or Seth, whoever wins tomorrow, or is he going to go after CM Punk? And and then you got Cody Rhodes, you got Gunther, and then you got Cody Rhodes, Gunther, CM Punk. You got Randy Orton in the fray down there now. So you got 4 dogs right there in one bone and one bowl of food.
Mm-hmm.
So you think about that for a moment. And then you got Trick Williams, who wants a shot at the title, but I'm hoping Baron Corbin beats him tomorrow.
Let's say Ben Corbin beats him. Then does he actually try to go after the shot, because he's going to have to get himself? We can see we could see a 3-way tie here. We could see a 4-man wrestling match at the next pay-per-view or something. Make it really crazy.
Yeah, fatal 4-way. Yeah,
fatal 4-way to get the number 1 spot.
That could happen. But tomorrow night's the number 1 contenders match between Finn Balor and Sami Zayn. So whoever wins that match tomorrow night gets a shot at CM Punk's title, number 1 contender.
Yeah, well, we know that. I mean, we'll see what happens. As always saying, Sami Zayn always makes mistakes. So we'll see.
Yeah. So but exactly.
To me, he hasn't been, Ralph. To me, I've been watching since this year and whatever past, but it seems to me that he doesn't have good matches when it's big time.
Who's that?
Sami Zayn. He hasn't.
Sami Zayn hasn't won really a big match. The one that he did win for the championship, it was a fluke. That was that triple threat match.
Yeah.
And he really didn't. He's a good tag team wrestler with Kevin Owens, and he's good at some secondary titles like Intercontinental and stuff like that. But he's a Grand Slam champion. He's been there and done it. He's done it all. Yeah. And so all right, Brian. Last but not least, the main event of the night: Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar. What a match this was! I thought this match was everything that it was going to be. It was an exciting match. Oba won. He beat Brock. Brock is done, according to Michael Cole. He said Brock is done wrestling officially tonight. He went in, he shook hands with Obafemi, raised his hand and said, "I'm the past, here's the future." And you know, Brock went away in the sunset again. Let's hope this time it's for good. So
we don't know though, but
yeah, him and Sable just adopted a child, so he's gonna need some money, you know.
Yeah.
Plus, I don't know how his butcher shops are going either. So you know, but we'll see. You know.
Well, I think that we'll see what happens, but you know, where are they going to take it next time, and who's going to come in there, you know, and surprise everybody? You know?
Yeah. That's you're right about that. All right, let's go into some notes here a little bit. Other than Randy Orton and the Bellas, that's it. There weren't really a whole lot of notes that we need to do, but you know, so we'll see what happens. Okay, let's go into tomorrow's card. We can kind of make this a little bit of a pre-show because tomorrow we're going to do a post show. I will let you know tomorrow. So get on my social media platforms. I may be live streaming tomorrow night's SummerSlam.
And it's going to be crazy because we're going to put on a heck of a show.
Absolutely.
If we're right.
So we're going to live stream it. And maybe. I'm thinking about doing it, so we'll see. We're having a watch party or a watch thing or whatever they call it that we have to classify it as here. So, you know, but anyway, that's a possibility. So stay tuned to my social media platforms. Also, I want a programming note for tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. on AM 1250 The Answer, 92.5 on the FM dial. The Ralph Williams Show with Tony Moreno, co-host Tony Moreno. Now listen. Last week, they had a power outage. They were only able to air the first 30 minutes of the first hour of our 2-hour show. So tomorrow, you get the treat of getting it all from last week tomorrow. So tomorrow will be last week's 2-hour show. The second hour, we have Brian Weissmantle coming on. He is the new Republican Party chairman for Allegheny County. So he will be on tomorrow in the second hour with us. Former Pittsburgh police officer and detective. And also he ran for sheriff against Kevin Krause in Allegheny County. So he'll be joining Tony and I. This was from last week, but we weren't able to play it because the station had a power outage, which thanks to a couple of listeners who told me about it, because I listened for the first half hour and I said, I thought it was my internet. We had a storm down, a little bit of a rainstorm down here. And I thought, my internet went down. I can't get the station. Then it turns out that a couple of my listeners got a hold of me on my email and said, Ralph, where was the show on Sunday? I said, so then I got a hold of the station and they said that it was a power outage. So they apologized. And so last Sunday's 2-hour show will be on this week. So, and remember, the first hour we do, then we go to Town Hall News at 10 o'clock. After Town Hall News, we go into the second hour. So remember that, all right? So you don't think we disappeared and didn't come back, all right? All right, let's get this show on the road here, Brian. All right, here we go. Tomorrow night's card. We're going to start Danhausen versus Dominic Mysterio in a ladder match for the money.
Ooh.
All right. For the human monies on a pole match. Actually, it's on a pole. Go ahead.
This could be one of the silliest thing that we're going to see tomorrow night. Is something going to explode? Can we just throw everything out the books and say we don't know what's going to happen because it's Danhausen?
It's Danhausen, yeah. And the Judgment Day, too.
And the Judgment Day? Now, does Liv Morgan get involved?
That's a question. Well, she can. It's a no disqualification match. But Danhausen might have his little mini Danhausens come in, you know. And he's got Joe Hendry and he's got Matt Cardona, so as friends. So we'll see what happens there. That could be,
that could be interesting, you know.
That's going to be a comic, interesting match, I think. And I'm going to put it to you that way because that's where I believe it's going to happen. Yeah. All right, Intercontinental Championship. Trick Williams versus Baron Corbin, the return of Baron Corbin. I think Baron Corbin wins this match. He's a good wrestler. Baron Corbin went away for a little bit, and when he was telling Trick on Friday night, I learned some things while I was away, and one of them was patience. But he said he learned some other new things, and he seems like he's better off now than he was before. So I think they didn't bring him back for nothing, Brian. I'm going to tell you that right now. Baron Corbin's back. He's going to win a title. He won a couple titles down in MLW when he was there, and his contract ran out, so he came back to WWE.
Oh yeah.
So next, undisputed WWE number one contender. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait a minute. I forgot about the the U.S. title is the one, not the Intercontinental is Penta versus Chad Gable. This is a 50-50 match, I call, because both guys are good wrestlers. Both guys I've seen wrestle. It's going to be a 50-50 match. I don't care who wins this. Both guys are okay in my book. So, but go ahead, Brian. What do you think of this match?
It's going to be interesting. You
think Trick's going to love that trick on Baron Corbin or whatever?
Well, it depends on how they want
that trick.
I don't know. It depends, but I mean, way the matches have been going, all our set, so we couldn't tell. I think I'm gonna go Trick here. He's formerly from South Carolina, so I'm gonna have to go with a home guy.
The home guy,
yeah. So we'll see, but just like he said, Corbin can pull out a win here.
I think he will, because I think they didn't bring him back to play house. I think they brought him back to win titles or whatever. So, all right, next. Next, undisputed WWE number one contenders match: Finn Balor versus Sami Zayn. This is another toss-up match. I'm taking Sami Zayn in this match because I think Sami's desperate for a title, but so is Finn Balor. I like both. I'm going to call this another 50-50 match. So
I'm going to say this, Ralph, and I'm going to go Sami Zayn on this one because the two things. He's going to be crazy. You know what I'm saying, though?
Yeah, exactly.
Now, Finn can actually do something, but he ain't got no.
He don't have the hunger like Sami Zayn does, right? Yeah.
So I mean, we could see it go both ways. I mean, I'm going to call it. But I think it's like 60, 50, 40. So, but I'll probably wake up in the morning and go, no, it's probably be. But I don't know. I mean, with all these matches, you don't know which way they're going to pick.
No, not at all. Not at all. But anyway, all right, next, here we go. The 5-woman ladder match for the interim WWE Women's Championship ladder match.
How many ladders will we have up?
That's a good question. Charlotte Flair, Jade Cargill, Chelsea Green, Tiffany Stratton, and Lash Legend. Okay, she won Friday night. She won the last match. So it looks like Trick and his wife are both on tomorrow night for night 2 because Lash Legend is Trick Williams' wife. They just got married about 2 months ago. And but anyway, that's the ladder match. Your thoughts on that?
That's just going to be one. That's going to be actually a one crazy match with the ladder matches. You might see the girls go flying everywhere,
I'm taking either Charlotte Flair or Jade Cargill in this match.
I'm gonna take
much as I don't like Jade Cargill. I want Charlotte Flair. I want her to get. She needs 2 more to tie her dad. She's 14-time women's champion. She gets 2 more. She'll be tied with her father at 16. And then I think she's going to retire because she's now 41 years old. And when you start getting into your 40s in the wrestling business, you know what I mean.
You kind of go down the hill here.
Yeah, exactly. So All right, let's get this show on the road. Here's some more. All right, final match of the night. World Heavyweight Championship. Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins.
This is going to be, I'm going to call this one.
Yes.
I won't.
I think it's going to be Roman Reigns. I hate to say it because you know why? They didn't put the bloodline back together for nothing.
Yeah. Or can we?
And then I think it's going to be Seth and Cody, possibly, and maybe Gunther and a few others in that Money in the Bank match. That's how I'm predicting it. And then you're going to have them guys fighting over a bowl of food. You know what I mean?
If okay, I'm going to say this right now. All right, you have, like you just said, if you have, Roman Reigns wins.
Right.
Well, okay, then that opens the door for Seth Rollins. Does he go after CM Punk?
No, he'll go after Reigns again. But I think, like I'm saying, I think that the ones that were the runner-ups in some of these matches. Like I think you're going to see Gunther in Money in the Bank. I think you're going to see Seth Rollins in Money in the Bank. You're going to see Cody Rhodes in Money in the Bank. I'm putting this down. I'm telling you, Randy Orton. You're going to see him in Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
So there's going to be 6, 7, 8 guys, or however many they have in that thing. And you know what? This might be the best men Money in the Bank ladder match in a long time. Okay?
Yeah,
in a long time.
Yeah.
So,
And then you
that's
got Nick
what I'm predicting.
And then you got Nick Aldis back in the.
Well, Nick Aldis is going to be back as GM of SmackDown on Friday
That's
Night
right. So you
SmackDown.
never
I
know
am
where-
so happy about that. Congratulations to Nick Aldis. I'm glad he's back. He handed in a resignation letter. He said, if I lost to Gunther, I was stepping down. I'm a man of my word. He handed him the resignation letter, and Triple H tore it up. He
and
says,
said,
no.
"See you
He says,
Friday."
and he said, I'll see you Friday. Yep, exactly. So, I mean, and it's just here it is right here. Here we go. Congratulations to Nick Aldis. He'll be back as GM of SmackDown. And, so I'm interested to see now. The reason I didn't want Gunther to win that match was now Gunther can gloat and walk around and run all over the place on SmackDown and act like his doo-doo don't stink, and you know what I mean, that kind of thing, and act like he owns the place now because he beat Nick Aldis.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's bad. You can't really have that. You have a wrestler who beats the boss in a match, and now he thinks he's going to run all over the place. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
But if I was Gunther, I'd be very careful because you know why? I think Nick Aldis got his attention in this match. Because see, Cole even said this tonight. Michael Cole, he said he thinks Gunther didn't expect the match that he got out of Nick Aldis because he had been off for 3 years. So he didn't expect the match he got out of Nick Aldis. And, so I don't think he thoroughly prepared. And I think, you know what I always say, right? It's better to be lucky than good. I think tonight Gunther got lucky because he was good tonight like he normally is, but he just kind of got lucky tonight. You know what I mean? And, there's nothing wrong with that, but, but Nick Aldis was good tonight. He had a really good match. And, so. But anyway, Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns. That's the final match. That'll be the main event match of the night. There you are. Tomorrow night's card. Night 2 of SummerSlam. Tomorrow night, 6 o'clock start time. It'll be on ESPN Plus if you have that. It's not that expensive. You can get that. And then if you get ESPN Plus, you get to watch stuff on YouTube for free. ESPN stuff on YouTube because it's connected from what I understand. So I get that. I get to watch all, some of that stuff for free on, on YouTube. So, but anyway, don't forget.
I don't get to see any of it, but I just kind of watch highlights and,
well, like I said, tomorrow night I might be live streaming or doing a watch party or a watch thing for tomorrow night's SummerSlam. I will keep tabs on my social media platforms. I will make a decision tomorrow, sometime early morning, as to whether or not I'm going to do it. But please don't forget tomorrow, 12:50 a.m. The Answer, 92.5 on the FM dial, the Ralph Williams Show, with me, Ralph Williams, and my co-host Tony Moreno, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Remember now, we're playing the show from last week because of a power outage at the radio station. And our second hour, our guest is Brian Weissmantle, the new Republican Party chairman for Allegheny County. He takes over for that idiot Jason Ritchie, who is running for lieutenant governor on the Republican side, and who stiffed all the Republican candidates last year when they were running for offices in Allegheny County. I'm not going to go there here. This is a wrestling show, not politics. I'm not going to go there. I don't feel like I'm in a pretty decent mood, and I don't feel like being in a bad mood now dealing with Jason Ritchie.
By the way, Ralph, before you go anything else, we have a score update from the Women's Baseball League right now.
Okay.
The Los Angeles Queens are beating the New York Highlands 6-8 right now on the top of the seventh right now. and they're actually playing in the rain. Now,
That's a surprise.
so tell me, Ralph, this is kind of
Yeah.
interesting. We've never seen a baseball game that in the major leagues, we don't see this kind of thing
No.
playing actually in the rain. They actually go, hang on here, but it's actually raining where the girls are playing right now. So congratulations to them. They're playing, they're playing professional baseball, and it's raining like cats and dogs.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
you can see it on ESPN Plus where they're playing at now. So I'm just glad I'm actually watching it. And these girls are actually playing pretty good right now. You know?
Right. Well, all right, I want to check on Facebook here, see if we have any comments. Any final thoughts, Brian? Because we're getting ready to wrap it up here, and then we'll see you tomorrow night, right after the SummerSlam night 2. If I decide to live stream, check my social media platforms. I may live stream it, and then we'll just go straight into the post game or post show or whatever you want to call it there tomorrow night. So anyway, let me see what we have on, if we have any on our Facebook page here. If anyone's commenting here. All right, let's see what we got. All right, we don't have anybody there, but I'm going to check the emails here. RalphWilliams737@gmail.com. This is Mark in Irwin. He says, Ralph, I love your wrestling show. He said, been following wrestling for years. It's great to see you on the air doing wrestling again. I appreciate what you're doing. Thank you. I appreciate that, Mark from Irwin, PA. Thank you.
Yeah.
So there you go there. All right. That's on RalphWilliams737@gmail.com. Any comments, suggestions? At the bottom there in the ticker take a look at the sponsorship advertising information. If you're interested, we have affordable rates, package deals, radio shows, podcasts, and also my website, www.rwmediaproductions.com. Brian, tell everybody how they can get a hold of you and give me your final thoughts. Go ahead.
Yeah, my final thoughts are, you can find me on Sports Break Media throughout the platforms, different platforms. You can go on Spotify. You can go on any platforms that you can think of and just type in Sports Break Media. Also on X, you can find me at 27 Sports Break on that one. That's the only one that doesn't, but everything else is a Sports Break Media. So, yeah.
All right. Thank you, Brian. And you can catch me I'm on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, X, and the Kick Network. I'm also on Rumble. I'm on Getter. I'm on Blue Sky, LinkedIn, several of the social media platforms, Instagram, TikTok, X, Twitter X. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and follow on all my social media platforms. Help us grow our networks on YouTube as well. Don't forget to do that as well. Put that in your calendar, in your phone, or whatever. Don't call your friend, call your cousin, call somebody. Get them here watching RW Media Production programming. All right. So, but as I mentioned, don't forget tomorrow night we'll be here for a post show. I may decide to do a live stream. If I do, please watch again. I will emphasize, please pay attention to my social media platforms, and I will tell you my decision when I get up tomorrow morning. So just to let you know. All right. So that's how we're going to do that tomorrow. For Brian Pettit, I'm Ralph Williams, the revolutionary, the visionary. And remember, you're going to acknowledge us tomorrow night for the SummerSlam Night 2 post show, which will immediately follow the live stream. We'll just keep it here and move straight into that. So if I decide to do that tomorrow night. So for Brian Pettit, I'm Ralph Williams. This has been the Ralph Report Wrestling Edition SummerSlam Night 1 post show. Until tomorrow, have yourself a great one, and please, by all means, be safe. Thank you.